You are watching and listening to Chris and Leicester Till I Die TV on YouTube and your favourite podcasts.
Right, Chris.
All right. Hey, good evening, good day, good morning, good afternoon, good night, goodbye. Hello. Welcome along. This is LTID TV from Leicester Till I Die, but it is also the Dugout Football Channel from somewhere in Scotland, I believe. Thank you for joining us. How are you all? This is just going to be a fun show. Let's see if we can predict what's going to happen in the Euros. Probably, if anything, as we look back at our qualifier predictions or anything to go by, just basically, if you're going to have a bet, and we don't say don't bet, when the fun stops and all that, do everything opposite to what we say, and you might actually make some money. I'm going to be joined by Doug in a minute. Please do join in with your predictions as we go along, and we'll try and shout a few of those out as well. And if you are listening to this, well, if you're watching it first of all on catch up on YouTube, add your comments below. Always pleased to see them, whichever channel you're watching, whether it's Leicester Till I Die or Dugout Football Channel. And if you are listening via the podcast, via your favorite podcast platform, whatever that might be, thank you for lending me your ears. Right now, what's up? Breaking news? No. Oh shit. Guys, sorry, just bear with me 1 second. What's it on BBC? Wow.
Shit is about to go down.
Right, give me 2 seconds because what I have actually done. We don't qualify usually. I have actually missed out the Scotland tops. Typical Scotsman. Typical Scotsman.
Funny, please. I don't know if I can clip this at my end. No, I must be gone. What are we on? 15 minutes.
Yeah. So
there, I left us off.
what I will do is I will go and be about 2 minutes, and I'll come back with the Scotland tops.
I will talk to you guys while he's away. I love that. We're not usually there, so I didn't include it. That is a classic line. And as we will be predicting the group stages, so and seeing how we compare with those. I mean, we all know Scotland are going to come bottom of Group 1, don't we? Or Group A. I mean, who've they got?
I heard that.
Good evening, Doug.
I think that's going to go in the foot, leg, boat category of clips. Good evening, Chris. How are you?
I'm fantastic. I've been laughing at that all day. I love the fact that you tried to justify the fact this was the other day, show guys, and go on to both Dugout Football channel and Leicester Till I Die TV and check out the shit shirt shows, because we were marking, weren't we, all the Euro 2024 shirts, and it was posted, that one by Doug, who you may notice from the accent is a Scottish fan. And just remind us, which shirts did you forget to put up?
Scotland shirts, yeah. As I said, we don't qualify very often, so why not just completely miss out the Scotland tops? It was the only one I completely missed out, which is even more baffling as well.
I absolutely love, and I love the fact that you tried to justify it by saying, "Well, we don't qualify that often."
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
You did. You were surprised that I hadn't clipped it, but I did say look out for it tonight, didn't I?
Yeah, you certainly did. But no, it's look, I'm glad to be back on this channel again. I noticed you finally got my video to work the other day as well.
Which video was that? Sorry.
The one for your I think you asked 5 fans to react.
I can't remember that.
There was the one you actually asked me to keep sending you because you couldn't download it.
Sorry. Yes. Well, guys, Doug again very, very kindly recorded a video for me. Welcome back to the Premier League, and he sent it through. And I think he was sending the wrong thing through, because I think that was the one you were meant to send to Pornhub.
I didn't actually mean to send that photo.
Just say, by the way,
yeah.
just say hi to Rebecca. It was nice to see you.
But no, I always look forward to these kind of shows because we'll have a laugh, we'll have good chat, good banter as well. It's all about enjoying this in this video, and obviously the tournament what's to come.
It is, because obviously once we get into the seriousness of the Premier League, it's all downhill for Leicester. But we'll just go through the chat and say a few. Lifty's in. Not seen Lifty for must be at least a season. Hello. He doesn't like
hello.
me. He's just saying hello to you, Doug. He obviously he doesn't like for me. Looking forward to this tournament. Only 4 days away. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Look, this is your last chance, Luca. You came in the other day publicising the fact that you were going live. I kicked you out. I did tell you to fuck off in a message to you. I don't think you've seen it yet on X. You do not come into somebody else's channel and promote your own shows. If you want to ask me, and I will consider it, but you don't come in here and say I'm going live, whatever. So you're not blocked at the moment, but you are one warning off being blocked, Luca. You've done that before, and it pisses everybody off, and it pissed me off the other day. So you are here by the grace of God. Low. Flow?
I don't know.
I thought I've been drinking today, and that should make sense to me. Jamie, how are you doing? I've officially seen it all now. I know.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I've got it. I might just put that up on its own, to be honest with you. Who knows? Listen, how are you, sir? He's finally remembered me. Hello there. Bird, good evening. This is a surprise. That's Doug for you. He's full of surprises, like forgetting his own team strip.
Hello, Vicky. Hope you're well.
Ronald's in. Hi, how you doing, Ronald? The breaking news is Southgate is shit. That's quite old. Yes, indeed. I feel like I'm watching TV with this breaking news. England aren't clueless about is their kits, right? George, hi George. Scotland are now serial tournament competitors these days. Is that 2?
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
About time. FFS Doug. Good to see Leicester back in the Premier League, Chris. Thank you very much, George. It's nice to be back. It may be a fleeting visit, but no, at least we're back. Stand by that TBF. It's bad manners. It is, mate. It is. You can drink more now. You don't got a car. You see, yes, I've let a loved one go today, Doug.
Yeah, I saw your post before I was coming on. That must be a bit sad to let a car go.
I'm going to be honest with you. I was more upset at that than when I split up from my wife. That was a happy, momentous occasion. This was sad. No, I worked out. I used it last month because obviously I'm retired now. I took early retirement, and I worked out I used it twice last month, and it just wasn't paying for itself. So,
yeah,
as the advert goes, WeBuyAnyCar.com.
Exactly. Yeah.
Witterbird says, don't forget to hit the like button, guys, on both channels, please do. James is in. Hello, James. I'm well.
Hello, James.
I'm presuming Doug is as well. Good to see you. Everybody saying hello to everybody else. Good evening, Shane. How are you? Hi, Reese. Which one is... I get confused as to what Reese's new name is now.
Weekly Steel Chair.
That is okay. Reese.
Yep.
Squeeze yourself, Reese. I remember you as Reese. Big up, Doug. Happy about
Daz.
Seen today the SSA president is trying to tie down Steve Clark for after the World Cup. Everybody's saying hello to everybody else. Mate, good evening, lads and everybody.
Carl, hello.
How the devil are you, Carl? Well, I hope. I was actually, after I sold the car, where I nipped next door, it was next to a big Curry's, and I went in and just amazing, I think it was 50-inch TV. I thought, I'll get that for next season because I can watch the Premier League. He said, it's reduced. It's only a couple of £100. I went, why? He said, there's no leads.
Hey.
Thank you. I'm here all week. And that I can't say that's been going around social media for a while. Fortune's guaranteed in life, life, death, taxes, and Liverpool's opening game being against the winner of the championship. I think it'll be Chelsea, if I'm honest with you. It will be Chelsea. Right. So, okay, we have caught up. Sorry, Carl, about that. I couldn't resist it. And it's gonna love it for 12 months. I'm really, really sorry, mate. I'm not. If the truth be known, I'm not. Right. Okay. So, shall we have a look back first of all, Douglas, at how we got on in the qualifying predictions?
Yes, let us see how glorious or how failure we have been.
Can I say we started off very well?
Yes.
I don't know if you can see that, but we both got 100% on the first one. Spain first,
yeah, that was
second, Norway, Georgia, Cyprus.
Yes, and actually, when you think about that as well, I think a lot of people would have probably had Norway to potentially finish second in that. So I think the fact that we managed to get that 100% was a very good start. But as we can see, It all goes downhill from here.
Yeah, it does. Believe well for one of us, it does. And you did win the prediction league, so it's not difficult to guess who didn't do so well. But no, I don't think Norway are the team that they used to be.
No, definitely not. I think as well, if you take Holland out of the equation or take Odegaard, I think they're a very, very average side, Norway, unfortunately. And I was actually at all four of the home games as well in the qualifiers, and I was at that famous Spain one, which is absolutely amazing to be at. I think that's the best atmosphere I've ever been. Chris, I've got to be honest with you. That night was just something else. Atmosphere before the game, atmosphere sort of during the game, and obviously, getting a famous win against Spain was absolutely amazing. Cyprus, I was at as well. It was just, I'm getting back into international football. I used to be one of these people who was like, I didn't really sort of get into going back into international football, but I've kind of got back into the mood of going. I'm actually going to the 3 Nations League games, September, October, November as well. So I'm getting back into the groove of things, as they say.
Because you got promoted, didn't you, in the Nations League?
Yes, we did. Yes, we've got Portugal, Croatia, and Poland in our group. So, yeah, challenging, but we'll take anyone on at Hampden. Let's just say that.
Well, I think we got relegated, so I don't even know who we are looking at. But I've got to say, of course, Georgia coming in 4th, they were always going to struggle because their players were stuck on a midnight train. I'm impressed.
Very good.
If I'm honest with you.
Very, very good. Very good.
Right. Let's have a look at Group B. Look at somebody. Somebody got it all right again. Oops, there we go. Let me just try and... I can't do this. Bloody thing. That's Group A. Right, here we go. Group B. Oh, God almighty. Right, Group B. Yeah, we didn't do so well there, did we?
Not really, no.
And I've coloured it in yellow, but it shouldn't be. But oh no, I got that one right, didn't I?
You got that one right. Yeah, I'm just thinking that.
You didn't. Oh, let me. I've got to take 2 off you. Oh, interesting.
Yeah. That was literally just the case of thinking that there might be a shock in that, and there wasn't. But no, like I think look, France are a fantastic side. We have to say that. I think that Netherlands proved as well that they played very, very well in the qualifiers. So yeah, interesting one. I've got to say it was an interesting group. I think everyone kind of, whether or not they had Netherlands, France, or France, Netherlands, I think that was always the 2 to go through that one.
It was always going to be those 2 in one order or another.
Yeah.
I think we could say. I'm just updating the scores as we go along. I was being generous to you, wasn't I?
I've been very generous.
Coming up later, I've got to say, mate, that neither of us got any points in at all. Oh God, I hate this computer. Right, 24. 29. I hate it when Bing keeps just popping up. I don't, to be honest, I don't know why I'm knocking these 2 points off. It doesn't really make much of a difference. But right, shall we go to the next group then?
Yes.
So, let me see if I do it this way. Group C, here we come. You know, this was all set up earlier to work. And look at this. None of it's going bloody right at all. Right.
Oh, yes, I do remember. Yes, I did have... yes.
Right.
Yes, no, I remember that.
Yes. Both of us, neither of us were particularly enthralled that England were going to go through. I was even less impressed than you were, because I thought England would actually only come 3rd. I think the ones we could guess were, as we say, North Macedonia and Malta. I think we knew, the 2 worst ones. But England surprised us all, and we shouldn't really be surprised because they always do seem to do well, don't they, in the qualifiers? And then they rubbish at the tournaments.
Yeah, I think as well. I think it was obviously started by the fact you beat Italy away, which is it was never a mean feat, I've got to say as well. But no, I think again, that was a kind of a one where you would either have Italy, England, or England, Italy. It was just the case of that, and I think many people probably expected Ukraine to come third, as well. So yeah, look, I'm surprised you went third. I've got to say, I'm a wee bit surprised by that, but there we go.
Ignore the scores. So I just don't know what I've done with the scores here. But Croatia and I think the whole computer system just cocked up. So we'll just look at the positions. Turkey, Croatia. Yeah, we got 1 and 2, but not in the right order. But you did do rather well with Wales, Armenia, and Latvia on Group D.
Yes. Yes, I did.
E, yeah. Group E, this is where we all totally embarrassed ourselves. Look at that. Not one of us got anything right here. How the hell did we know Albania was going to bloody win that group? I mean...
yeah. First things first, I've got to say, Poland really didn't do themselves any favours at all. But Albania, full credit to them, played really, really well and deserved to go through. And I think as well. Obviously we will get to the predictions as well. But yeah, I did say things could go slightly downhill after that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Belgium, I think that was pretty much not exactly hard to guess, or the bottom two, to be honest with you. But Austria, we both said Sweden, and it was actually Austria. Again, another surprise.
Yeah.
And then Group G, Hungary and Serbia. We all went for Montenegro. I think it was the one we got right. Again, I think we knew Hungary was probably going to be the strongest team there. I'm just waiting for this special one that you came up with. Denmark, yes. Finland, we didn't expect that, did we?
No.
Slovenia, Northern Ireland, yeah. San Marino, always going to be bottom. Romania and Switzerland were the ones that topped Group I. We both went for Switzerland and Israel. So again, look at that. Not our proudest moment, that group at all.
No.
Now then, Doug, right? You did this in the bloody prediction league all season. I actually watched this back and I took the piss out of you, something rotten, for going for Luxembourg to finish third.
Yeah.
And I remember I watched it back just to check these. How the hell did you pull that one out the bloody bag?
It's a case of it's literally a case of like trying something sort of different. I just had a feeling that Luxembourg would do well. It's a very, very up and coming country as well, coming into football. And I think Luxembourg is on the up. I really do. And they played really, really well in that group. At one point, I thought they were actually going to make the Euros, but unfortunately, in the end, it was always going to be sort of Portugal. Obviously Portugal won it by an absolute canter. But yeah, I think in the end, Slovakia just did about enough to get through.
Yeah, and of course I went for Iceland, knowing how good they were, as it was proved the other night. We don't like playing Iceland, do we, England? But I still can't get over that bloody Luxembourg, Doug. Jesus Christ! But anyway, there we go. That is our what we did in the group stage. Let's just say you beat me, Doug. Shall we? Shall we leave it at that?
Yeah,
right.
I'll take that.
You take that. Here we go then. Okay, are you ready for Group A?
Yes.
Right, here we go for Group A. So it's Germany, Hungary, and Switzerland.
Okay. Where's Scotland?
What's wrong? No. Scotland not qualified. You said you. Sorry, you wanted me to leave them off. Sorry. All right, there we go. Let's put them in. It's going to last the whole show. You realise that, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Right. So, Should we start at the top or the bottom? Shall we go? We'll go first, shall we? First, like who's going to top the group?
Yeah.
I think we know where it's going to be, isn't it?
Yeah, I've gone Germany first, and I've got to say, I think the dark days of German football, I think, are over. Yeah, I thought that as well, James, but obviously he managed to put them in. There we go. Germany, yeah, for me, you've got them finished first. I think they've got a very good squad. I think the only thing that really worries me about Germany, I think they're a little bit poor defensively. I think midfield and attack is going to be where they're going to be very, very good from as well. But I mean, the last couple of tournaments, Germany haven't had the best of luck. The World Cup, they went out of the group stage. The last years, obviously, they made the quarters. They played England and lost. So it's going to be very, very intriguing. But I'm going to say Germany first.
Yeah, I think so. And they're at home as well, and that's always going to give them advantage, isn't it? So I would agree with you. I might surprise you with who I've got second. Who have you got second?
I've got Hungary second.
Have you? Wow.
Yeah. I think Hungary haven't been in many tournaments recently. And I think as well, obviously, their main players to look out for is obviously Dominic Szoboszlai, obviously from Liverpool, of course. But they've got they're an up and coming side again, and we saw what they did to England and Italy of the sorts in the Nations League. So, and again, they had a good qualifying as well. So yeah, I'm going Hungary second.
Okay, I'm going to disagree with you. I'm actually putting your lot second.
Ah, okay.
I just think that you are on a run. I mean, you've had a good run, obviously, to get here.
Yeah.
I mean, the ridiculous thing is that you can finish third, and most third places will go through. That's the stupid thing. Yeah, I just think I don't know. You just got that feeling. I think I can see Friday night, and I know you're not doing one, but I will be doing a watch along for Scotland against Germany. And I mean, as an England fan, obviously we haven't got a horse in this race, and it's a case of who do I want to win, because I hate Germany and I don't like Scotland as a footballing nation. George says, given the prediction table you showed earlier, you're predicting Scotland will be the kiss of death. Shh, don't tell anybody, but that's maybe what I was going for. Yeah, I don't know. I have just got this feeling in me water, Doug. That's all I can say, Right, third.
Third, I've gone Scotland.
Scotland. Oh, right.
Now, this is because I went into the last Euros with a lot of optimism, and I think a lot of people kind of expectations kind of soured after the Czech Republic game, and it was then that we knew that we weren't going to qualify. Obviously, we did get that draw against England, of course, and we did lose to Croatia. I'm going into these Euros a little bit, not sort of pessimistic, but I'm just trying to sort of be realistic. And look, if we can get something out of Germany, that'd be absolutely fantastic. I think the main one to look to win is Switzerland, and then see obviously what happens with Hungary. But if we can get out of a group stage, that would be absolutely amazing, because we've never qualified out of a group stage. So if it's second, if it's third, one of the if it's second or third, then we'll take it. And I've got to be honest, I think 3 or 4 points almost guarantees you to potentially go through as well. So
stupid, isn't it? I mean, it should be first and second. It's all about getting more games and more money, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely, it is. And I think that's why they've obviously, expanded it to 24. gives more sort of third place teams a chance to get through. So I think we'll get third, and I think if we at least win one of these games, I think we'll go through in third, and that means we qualify from a group stage for the first time ever.
Well, good luck.
Thank you.
All banter aside, like I said, I'll put you second. I don't know what it is. You know, sometimes you just get a feeling about things, but like you say, having come up against Hungary in the Nations League, I have got them as third.
Mm-hmm.
But as George said earlier, it's definitely a tight group. This one, it is
definitely.
It is, you know, and we've therefore both of us have got Switzerland in fourth place. Switzerland are perennial group qualifiers, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. I just think this group is going to be very, very difficult to call. Look, I think the one thing that worries me about Switzerland is scoring goals for them. I think they've always had a tendency to have a player sort of come through and like be that sort of that scorer. Obviously Shaqiri and I think they had Okafor as well. So that's the one thing that worries me with Switzerland. I don't think they're the best defensively. Midfield, but I think as well what they've got an advantage is most of their players play sort of Bundesliga. I think that might potentially come as a sort of an advantage. But yeah, I think their luck could come to an end here. I've just got a feeling that it could be fourth place for them this season.
Yeah. Tell you one thing about Switzerland, the flag's a big plus. Come on, do not deny that you were not thinking that, because you always say it.
I was thinking about it, yeah.
I tell you what, having a baby slowed you right down, doesn't it?
Yep, absolutely.
But I tell you what, hopefully Nathan as well. But although we've you've gone Hungary, Scotland, Switzerland, I've gone Scotland, Hungary, Switzerland. I think that is such an open group after Germany.
Definitely. I think it's definitely Germany to finish first as well. But I think the opening game is not too. I mean, obviously, I think the thing with Germany is they do really well at their home tournaments. I remember 2006 kind of well because I know that they got to the semis of the World Cup, and then obviously in the Euros 2008 they obviously got to the final against Spain, but obviously lost. So they usually do well in their home tournaments, and I think they could go pretty far. But yeah, as you say, it's very open between the other three in that group.
Yeah, right. Group B, then let's have a look at Group B. This is going to be so interesting. I mean, look, let's say under normal circumstances, we would look at this and go, going to be Albania fourth, whatever happens, isn't it? But I mean, they top their group. But who do you think will top this group?
I've gone Spain first. And again, I think Spain are a very good side. It'll be interesting to see who starts in goal because I know that David Raya and I think it's Unai Simon. I think they're the sort of the two to potentially start for them. Again, I don't think Spain have got a recognised sort of striker. I think it's all sort of goals sort of spread around the team, but they play some really, really nice football, do Spain. I am going to go for Spain to finish first. But again, this is another tough group to predict.
It is. I've got to agree with you. I think Spain. This is going to be interesting. I'm guess I can't decide Croatia or Italy second or third with Albania four. But I just got a feeling Albania could surprise us.
Well, second, I'm going Croatia.
Oh, interesting.
I think a lot of people are sleeping on Croatia this year. I think their last couple of tournaments they've done very, very well. And they usually get to the latter stages of competitions.
They do.
Obviously, the World Cup, they finished third. I think people sort of forget that. They beat Morocco, I think, in the third place playoff. Obviously, there's not a third place playoff for the Euros, but they are very, very good team, and very underrated. Very underrated. So I am going to say Croatia to finish second.
Well, I agree with you because I've got Croatia as second there. I think we might. This is where we might split though, because who have you got in third?
I've gone Italy third, and it kind of is a bit surprising when people say, "Oh, you've got the holders of the last Euros third," but it's a kind of a group where anything can happen. And I think it is definitely between those sort of three for first. Look, I think Spain, Italy, Croatia are three fantastic sides. I will say though, I don't think Italy are as strong as they were the previous time, and I think as well a lot of injuries as well. They've lost a lot of key players to injury. So it's a very, very young looking side. Again, there's question marks over obviously Donnarumma and Vicario, who's going to start in goal there. I like Luciano Spalletti. I think he's a really good manager, but I just got a feeling that Croatia will just sneak Italy into second place.
Right. So you've gone Spain, Croatia, Italy, Albania.
Yep.
Okay. Now, I've got to say the odds, I didn't say what the odds were for the first group, did I? But the odds were Germany, Switzerland, Hungary, Scotland. They were the group odds. So the bookies think you're going to come last. And in this one, like I said, Spain, Italy, Croatia, Albania. I don't think Italy are what they are. I really don't. I've actually, believe it or not, and you may laugh at me here, Mr. Luxembourg, I've gone Albania third and Italy fourth.
Okay. Hey, Matthew.
I just can see Italy surprising somebody. I mean, Reese says here it's an Italian team. I'm not going to put you other one up, Reese, but you say it's an Italian team that's transitioning to younger players that are blending well. They're a good side. Tournament early, 2026. I'd say they would be better. And he says Italy were the second best team behind Scotland in the 2021 Euros, but their unbeaten record gave the edge. And Jane says it's a shout, Chris. Could possibly happen. Look, it's tournament football, James. Anything could happen in fairness, but I just think could just be worth a gamble on Albania as one of the third best places, because all you got to think is like Spain, Croatia, Italy, they're just going to take points off each other, aren't they?
I think so. I think that's the thing as well. Albania need to take advantage as soon as like Spain play Italy or Spain play Croatia, and they'll have to take advantage against one of those sides. And I just don't think that. I think in any other sort of group, I think they would have a chance. But look, they've done very, very well to get to the finals. I just think they're in a really, really hard group.
Yeah. Jamie agrees with me. I really hope they finish fourth. Italy finish fourth. He's a man of great forethought is Jamie there. Right. This is one I'm not looking forward to predicting. Slovenia, Serbia, Denmark, and England. Go on, Doug. Do your worst. Just remember, I was kind of put Scotland second.
First, England.
Oof. Okay.
But I'm going to say you don't go through with 9 points. I think there's one game that you'll slip up in.
We always seem to slip up in one group, don't we?
Yeah, I think the squad you've got is really, really good. I think defensively, I'm a little bit concerned. As much as the maligned Harry Maguire is, he is still a massive loss to England. I think midfield and attack you're absolutely stacked. I think that's one thing to say. But yeah, I just think that you should be finishing above these other three, if I'm being honest. So yeah, I've gone England first.
Yeah, no, so have I, in fairness, because again, the group stages don't usually cause a problem for us. It's the knockout stages. So yes, I've gone England first. And look, we all support a football team, and whoever the manager of that team is gets berated by his fans if he doesn't pick the 11 players that are going to go out and play for your team on that on the Saturday. The England manager's job, we can all sit here and people can say, well, he's doing this and he's clueless and all this, that, and the other, but he's got 92 plus teams fans all saying he should have picked him. He should have picked him.
Yeah.
And totally honest with you, he's not going to please anybody all the time. And whilst people sit there and say he's a clueless twat, whatever, look, sorry, Reese, he has been our most successful manager, even more so than Alf Ramsey. Alf Ramsey, we did not qualify for I think it was the Euros under him. He made changes. Otherwise, if he hadn't made the changes that he did by taking Bobby Charlton off, we'd have probably gone further in the 1970 World Cup. So whether you agree with his football or not, I don't give a shit how defensive he is. I don't give a shit how boring he is, or if he picks this player or that player. If he wins the damn thing for us, I'll bend over for him. You know what I mean? It's like, everybody said, well, Enzo Four was boring last season, got us promoted. There we go. That's all that it matters. So yeah, rein it in about about Southgate. He has been more successful than any previous manager, apart from Sam Allardyce, who we know has got a 100% record. That goes without saying.
Yeah.
But even like I say, Alf Ramsey failed to get to a tournament, and I know it's a bit easier these days for us to get through. But who remembers the Wally with the Brolly? But no. Anyway, rant over. Come on, Southgate. I've got faith in you, and I think you'll go through first. Agreeing with you, Doug. Who have you got second?
This might surprise you. I've got Slovenia second.
Oof, right.
I think there is a lot to be said about Slovenia. They've probably got one of the best goalkeepers of the tournament in Jan Oblak. I don't think they've sort of got the defence to sort of cope, but they do have a young striker in Benjamin Šeško. I think that's how you say it. Easy for me to say, yeah. And he is very.
Solusu by any chance, does he?
What's that?
He doesn't play for Solusu by any chance, does he?
Sassuolo, no, he doesn't.
Sulu,
no,
that's it. Yes.
No, he doesn't. I've got to say he is a sought-after striker. by a lot of teams. And I think if he has a good Euros, his price tag is going to go up and up and up. And I just have a feeling, I just think Slovenia have a little bit more than Denmark and Serbia. So I'm going to say Slovenia second.
Oh, right. Okay. George says, Chris, the issue with Southgate is his terrible in-game management, but he's got us to a semi, he's got us to a final, he's got us qualified. All right, we lost to Iceland. It was a bloody friendly at the end of the day. Who gives a shit? Do you know what I mean? Let's just his in-game management is bad, but did Sven get us to a final? No. Did Terry Venables get us to a final? No. Who got us to a final? Oh, it was only Sir Alf, wasn't it? So
yeah.
Let's just remember that. And the trouble's in. Paddy's in. Hiya, Paddy. How you doing, mate? Welcome along. Right. Now, I've got Denmark second for obvious reasons. They've got two great goalkeepers in Schmeichel and Hermansen. They've got obviously the best defender in the world at the moment, Yannick Vestergaard. How can they not fail? Who's that good? We've just given him a 3-year contract extension. I just think it's going to be Denmark all along, to be honest with you. Third,
Denmark. I think Denmark have done magnificently recently. My concern is I'm not sure Kasper Hjulmand knows his best side, and I think there's a couple of players in that side where I think they're missing. I think Matt O'Reilly's one of them. Celtic, they're obviously missing them as well. So I just think that I think Denmark could probably go through as one of the best third placed teams. But yeah, I've just got that funny feeling that we might see a wee upset in this group. So we'll see what will happen. But I've gone Denmark third. And I again.
Sorry, carry on, mate.
Yeah, I just got a feeling that they'll come third, and I think they'll go through along with ourselves and Italy.
Yeah, I've got Serbia as third.
Okay.
If you remember at the last World Cup, I actually predicted them to do a lot better than they did. I was very disappointed in them. So whether they'll go third as one of the better thirds, I'm not sure. But I've got them down as third. So I think they will. I could say, well, whether that will be good enough, we will wait and see. So you've obviously got Serbia last.
Yeah. Apart from Mitrovic and Milenkovic-Savic, defensively they're weak. They are very, very weak. And I just got. I think they will give England a hard game on Sunday, because the power of Mitrovic that he has as well. But the problem is with Mitrovic and Milenkovic-Savic, we've not really seen them all season because they're in Saudi. So I just think I think Serbia will finish last in this group.
Right. Okay. So I've obviously got Slovenia last. You can probably work that out. It didn't take a lot of working out, did it? That. What the bookies have how the bookies have got it laid out for this group. They have got England as favourites, and no surprise there really.
No surprise, yeah.
1 to 3 on. Denmark, they've got us coming second. Serbia third, and Slovenia are the outsiders at 16 to 1. These are with Sky Bet, by the way, and they are correct as per us reading them out. So if you come back to this, then it could well be different, obviously. But let me just say, what are you doing tonight, Doug, after this? Not that I'm chatting you up for a date or anything, but let me just say, everybody, if you're not doing anything at 9:30, get over to TalkSport, TalkSport 1. You've got the Transfer Insiders with Aidan Flex and a certain Christopher from Leicester Till I Die TV will be joining them. The show is from 8 till 10. You can find me at 9:30. I always come on at the end. That way they can cut me off. But I should be on TalkSport tonight, 9:30. TalkSport 1, the Transfer Insiders with Aid and Flex. Absolutely no idea, so I can't help you with who the hell they are. But there we go. Catch me there. Listen in or be square. Okay, Group D. Here we go, Doug. Netherlands, France, Poland, Austria. Would I be right in thinking we know who's going in? Who's going through the two in this group?
Yeah, I think it's probably self-explanatory. But yeah, first France. I think they're probably one of the favourites. In all honesty, I think it is a tough group to sort of call as well. But I think a lot of people will probably have France first. So yeah, it's interesting as well that actually France and Netherlands meet again. They were in the same qualifying group, and then now they're in the same finals group. It's quite astonishing.
I wouldn't have thought that would have been allowed, to be honest with you.
I don't know, but it's happened. But I am going to say that I think France are one of my favourites to win this whole thing, and I think they'll come in first.
Agreed. I can't argue with any of that. I've got Netherlands second. I'm pretty guessing you probably agree with me.
Yes, absolutely. It'll probably be the same sort of order that they were in their qualifying group. I just got a feeling that Netherlands I think they'll take points off the other two. I think they'll probably take points the other two. But when it comes to that Netherlands France game, I don't be surprised if either of them finish on 7. To be honest with you.
Yeah. Now this is going to be interesting because I've just looked at the odds. Who have you got in third?
Austria.
Right.
Again, I would say they're probably one of the dark horses for me. They've got a very good manager in Ralf Rangnick, and some of their players again are mainly Bundesliga based as well.
Did you say that out loud then? A good manager in Wreck-It Ralph.
I know what happened to Manchester United, and I know that he said some things that basically came true with Manchester United. But I think he's a really good manager for this Austrian national team. And to be honest, I think he did the right thing in turning down Bayern Munich, because I don't think anyone can sort of manage that. I know Vincent Kompany's obviously gone there now, Dan, if you're watching. But yeah, for me, I think Austria are one to be watched. I think they could be one of the dark horses this tournament.
And therefore, you've obviously got Poland coming bottom.
Yes.
I've swapped that round because I've gone Poland third, Austria fourth. It's been a long time since we've seen Austria at a competition, isn't it? They're not. I can't remember when they last qualified for one. If my memory serves me right, it's been a while. And like somebody just said, what did he say? In fact, he said Austria were great in qualifying, but sometimes I think for me, that a team's gone as far as it can, and it's had that. Yes, Austria have had an outstanding qualifying group, but they're now up with the big boys.
Yeah,
and that's why for me, I've got Poland. It's just their tournament experience. They don't necessarily get through a lot, but they've been, they're always there in the tournament, aren't they?
Yeah. I just think this is a really hard group Poland to get out of. And I just think Austria could put them to the third. I think as well, Poland are another side who are kind of aging a little bit. I don't think we'll see Lewandowski at a tournament anytime soon after this as well. So I think it's a bit of a change in the guard for Poland. I think there'll be younger players potentially coming in as well, and it's whether or not they can get that sort of winning formula back with them. But again, as George says, this is a group of death by far.
So, I don't think it is, because I think the top two are nailed on.
I think you could probably say Group B's the group of death.
I think so, yes, I really do. And let's be honest with you, if Netherlands or France did not qualify out of this group, or they came third and were therefore relying on one of the best third places, it would be a shock.
It'd be a massive shock, yeah.
No. George has gone France, Netherlands, Austria, Poland. He's agreed with you. Reese has gone France, Austria, Netherlands, and Poland. So he's got Austria finishing second. Wow. Have you been drinking too much fizzy drinks again, Reese? I think this one says Lifty is 1 France, 2 Netherlands, 3 Austria, 4 Poland. So everybody's pretty much, going your way. James has gone France, Netherlands, Poland, Austria. I like the cut of that man's jib. Always said James knows what he's talking about. France are the biggest danger to England, says Craig, but then again, it's Craig. I'm sorry, mate. Netherlands will win it. France second, Austria third, with 4 points, draw with France. Shane, hi Shane, how you doing? France, Austria, Netherlands, Poland. Oh, there's a couple here that thinking Netherlands might struggle. Nandes, it's not Euro related, no. So, mate, listen to me on Talk Sport at 9:30. We may well be talking about the manager, as if we're going to talk about anything else.
I like Rob Edwards.
I wouldn't be completely against him, to be honest with you. I'm a Liverpool fan. It's nice to see. Oh, he's on about Ralph. Wreck-It Ralph. Austria were in the last Euros. Did they? I don't remember that, so I stand corrected. And Nandes goes 1 Poland, 2 France, 3 Netherlands, 4 Austria. There's probably as many people who support Poland as England where I live. They're probably, no. I can't think what I was going to say then, so I'll move on. I don't rate the Dutch team, says Reese.
I don't rate Koeman.
And Predators in as well. Well, the odds for this one are France 1, 4-7 on, Netherlands 11-4, Austria 7-1, and Poland 11-1. So going to the bookies, mate, you have called it dead on that. Right. Okay, 2 groups to go. And this one, Ukraine, Slovakia, Belgium, and Romania. This, to me, was one of the hardest ones to pick.
Yeah. Well, I'll say who I've got first. I've got Belgium first.
I think, well, I'll come straight out and say, so have I. I think most people would have, yeah.
Yeah, I think this is a kind of a thing where I think a lot of people are probably, like kind of looking away from Belgium's sort of golden generation now, and it's like there's a lot of younger players coming through now. I think the biggest miss for them is Thibaut Courtois. I've got to say, I thought he was absolutely outstanding in the Champions League final. He's not even been picked for Belgium, so they should be winning this group, and I think they will. I think Belgium will come out on top.
Indeed, I agree. Now, who have you got in second?
Second, I got Ukraine.
Yeah.
Um,
I just
bit
want
like-
them to do well. Do you know what I mean? I really do.
yeah, I'm kind of like that. As well. I think obviously, players to look out for is also Mudryk at Chelsea. I know he's not had the best of times recently. Zinchenko is another one as well. But yeah, for me, I think out of the three, I think Ukraine comes second.
Yeah. And third?
Slovakia.
Oof. You do like throwing the odd curve ball in there, don't you?
I do, yeah. I the one thing that really worries me with Romania is I know that they came second in a group with Slovenia. It's just the lack of goals I worry for them. It's whether or not they've got to sort of keep the ball out of the back and then the net as well. So I think Slovakia could cause a wee upset. I think they could take points off one of Romania or Ukraine. So yeah, I've gone Slovakia third and Romania fourth.
I've gone the other way round. I don't really know an awful lot about Slovakia, so I may be doing them a disservice. But like you say, it would be a huge surprise if Belgium don't go through as winners of this group.
Huge, yeah.
Who's their manager now, Belgium?
Domenico Tedesco.
I'm glad you said that. It wasn't who I thought it was then. Oh no, the guy that was there, he's gone to Spain, hasn't he? Old
Martinez, Portugal.
Oh, Portugal, is it? Ah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. We can write them off then, can't we? So let's have a look here. George has gone Belgium, Romania, Slovakia, Ukraine. He's got Ukraine bottom. Ooh. Nandez has gone Ukraine, Belgium, Slovakia, Romania. Lifty's gone Ukraine, Belgium, Romania, Slovakia. Weekly Riso has gone Belgium, unfortunately, because they suck. Slovakia, Romania. Oops, a daisy. I didn't see that you said that, Reese. France go out and get humiliated because of comments Mbappe made around Euros being better than World Cup. Okay. I don't know. This is one of your guys, TC Gub. Romania to top the group if they bleach their hair blonde again. I remember that. James has gone Belgium, Ukraine, Slovakia, and Romania. Predator, Belgium, Slovakia, Ukraine, Romania. This is a completely. This is probably the one group where there's so many different combinations that people have gone for. Let's have a look. State says, although I live in Romania, I think Romania comes second. And I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce those, Reese, but I'll take it. Don't even know if they're players, to be honest with you. Belgium never works for some reason. The team they should have won a few times.
I agree with that, actually. I think you can kind of put Belgium and Netherlands in the same sentence. I think both of them should have at least won one of them. And the thing is with the Netherlands is it's a country that always seems to be very, very hyped up and then they just don't do well. And it's the same with Belgium. And Belgium went out in the group stage in the World Cup. Like Morocco tore them apart. So yeah, Belgium were very, very poor in the World Cup. So and that's why Martinez went. That is why he went, because of the bad World Cup performance.
Yes. I'm not. This isn't one of mine. This is Ash. Stop waffling on about.
Well
Belgium.
done, Ash. Well done.
Right. Right. Let's move on a bit now. That one, it's Belgium, Ukraine, Romania, and Slovakia in that order. That order, according to the bookies.
Yeah.
And then we are looking at Group F: Portugal, Czechia, Georgia, and Turkey. Are Turkey going to get a stuffing, Doug? Sorry. I should laugh at my own jokes, but nobody
Get
else
stuffed.
does.
Get stuffed.
Oh.
Do you remember when we did this for the last Euros? I think everyone had Turkey as dark horses.
Yeah.
So I'm not making that same mistake again.
But in fairness, so did the bookies. They were supposedly the dark horses.
Yeah. Yeah, for this one, I think Portugal first. I think even though they've got Roberto Martinez, their squad is absolutely stacked with quality.
And it's
you know,
not
Ronaldo's.
This is it. Once you get past Portugal, really.
Yeah, I think it's a very, very good group for them. And I think they've got some very, very good players. Portugal, obviously Jota, obviously Ronaldo's there, Bruno Fernandes, Bernardo Silva. I could go on. Pepe at the age of 41 is now in the Portugal squad. 3 good goalkeepers, and obviously Rui Patricio, Jose Sa, and Diogo Costa as well. So I think if Portugal don't get out of this group, then Roberto Martinez is a fraud.
You look at that, and he must have been so glad with that draw, wasn't he? You know, there's
100%.
Yes, yeah. You know, it's the draw that everybody would have been happy to get. Who have you got? Well, I agree with you. Oh, it goes without saying, I guess, isn't it? I agree with you. Who have you got in second?
I'm not making this same mistake again that I did the last Euros. Czech Republic, Czechia.
Yeah, I agree with you as well. Only because I think, to be honest with you, they are the best of a average bunch afterward. You know, after Portugal.
I think so. I mean, they've got some good players. Apparently, one of their players is actually out of the Euros because they fell off their bike and broke their leg. Don't tell me the name of the player because I couldn't tell you that. But I know for a fact I did see that this morning that apparently one of their players broke their leg after falling off their bike. Which, you know, if there's any bizarre injuries that you get, then that's one of them. But well, he's just either he was riding his bike too fast or he was off his wheel.
I've got no words. I've really got no words. I'd heard he was arrested though for peddling dodgy gear.
Oh dear.
Anyway, I agree with you as well. Like I say, now that leaves Turkey and Georgia.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Which one of those two is on your mind?
I'm going Turkey third.
Turkey third.
Yeah. I don't see them getting out of this group, if I'm being honest. I think this could be. I think there's a couple of games in this one where you'd be like, well, they could potentially be 0-0s. I think Turkey Georgia is one of them. You know, like I think the thing with Georgia, like they've qualified for their first tournament, absolutely fantastic. Obviously, their main danger is Kvaratskhelia. I think Turkey's major danger for them is Arda Güler, who I think plays for Real Madrid. As well, I think he's only 19 as well. But again, I think it's kind of sort of looking towards the future for these two. So yeah, I think Turkey will finish third, and I think Georgia will finish fourth.
And again, we are, I think, for the only time. Let me just have a look back. I think we are in actually total agreement. Yeah, no, it is the first time we are in total agreement. And just, so we can't change our minds, I have written it down. Let's have a look what people think in the group. The only person that can win the Euros, Doug, is Doc Cotton. The one reason Belgium got grouped was Lukaku's finishing against Croatia. George, he's gone Portugal, Czech Republic, Turkey, Georgia. Basically the same as us, hasn't he, really? Portugal, Turkey, says Lifty. Czech Republic and Georgia.
I think a lot of people might have Czech Republic and Turkey either second or third.
Yeah,
I think that might be the case.
Yeah. Lifty says only have Turkey second because they are going up against teams like the Czech Republic and Georgia. Fair point. Portugal, Georgia, Czechia, and Turkey last, says Shane.
Wow.
Yeah.
Karavatskhelia to be the shock of the tournament, maybe.
Yes, yeah. Turkey, Portugal, Czech Republic, Georgia. Turkey have not been the same since Hakan Suka went.
What a player he was.
Predator, he's gone. Czechia, Portugal, Turkey, Georgia. Portugal winning the group is the only success they'll achieve under Martinez. I tell you what, Reese, his language has got worse since I last dealt with him. I'm going to charge you £1 for every swear word, Reese, then I can retire even earlier. James says, reason why I have Portugal second, 2 words dropping Roberto Martinez. Portugal's biggest player issue is Ruben Dias.
Absolutely agree with that, George, yeah.
I also have to say, if Portugal do not win this group, then I will donate any one of my Liverpool jerseys to charity. You choose Chris and Douglas. You're going to donate something to charity. Donate something that's worth something.
Yeah.
What can I say? All they need is costume. Go right. Let's have a look. Okay, let's work down. Everybody's saying Maisie's in. Maisie with the orange car, which is red. Anybody seen Maisie's car? She did an out and about video for me, and I said, "Oh, her car is Man United red." She said, "No, it's not. It's orange." Well, I didn't think I was colorblind, but that still looks red to me, Maisie. It still looks red to me. Right. Okay. So Group F, Portugal 1-2 on. No surprise there. Second in the betting, 7-2. It's Turkey. And words fail me. Czechia 5-1, Georgia 14-1, and they're all the group ones. She says, "Ha ha ha! It's orange." It's not orange at all. It's not orange. You cannot have an orange card. You know why, Doug? Because it would always be running out of juice. Thank you.
Would it be? Yeah, it would have to be diluted, wouldn't it?
It would. And I hope she's not driving a chocolate orange car, because if she is, she'd have to be sectioned. How did you manage? How did you manage without me last season? Reese, you love it, mate. You absolutely love it. Shall we have a look what the betting is for the outright winners? Again, this is according to Sky Bet as of 10th of June at 8:15. So please, if you do have to bet when the fun stops, stop. We have to say that legally, actually. We seriously do.
Yeah.
England, 10-3 favourites. I don't think so. Do you?
I doubt it. That's not me putting my Scottish bias or anything like that. No, I think if they come up against a very, very good team like a Germany or a France, I think they could be saying bye bye.
I think they could, I think so. I think so. But France 4-1, second favourites. Germany 9-2. Portugal 15-2. Spain 8-1. And it's quite a big jump then to Italy at 14s, Netherlands at 18s, and Belgium's at 20. So, do you know what we should have? I might do this. Should we have a what do they call it? Sweepstake.
Yeah.
Who's up for joining me and Doug in a sweepstake? Obviously not. Well, nobody said yes yet. Tell you what, we'll sort it out on X, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
And we'll give everybody a team, and we can see see what we say. Oh, Maisie's in. Yep. And Matthew says me and Paddy. And Reese is in as well. I love Reese to get England just because he hates Southgate so much. Shane is in. Carry on saying this, and what I do at the end is I'll come back and I'll make the notes, and either me or Doug, whichever one is following you on. Saint, typical Man United fan. How much? It's for fun only because there's no prize.
Yes.
There's no prize. Though I suppose I could give an England shirt out as the first prize, and for the first team to be knocked out, they could get a Scotland shirt. Make them feel at home. Are we singing "Don't Come Home Too Soon" this time, Doug?
I really hope not. No.
Albania in the sweepstake. Oh my God, Maze. Everybody's saying they're in. This is what I mean. Yeah, you see, typical Man United fan. I'm in then because it's free. I think we probably run out of teams now. Just keep saying though, guys, and we'll sort something out. Don't forget, guys, get over to Talk Sport at 9:30, unless they're cancelling on me because I can see loads of messages in my WhatsApp group. No, looks all right. Looks like I could still be on. So 9:30, Talk Sport 1. Get yourself over there. It is the transfer special, or the transfer insiders with Aid and Flex. Join us then. And of course, coming up, Doug would normally be doing this, and I wouldn't normally be doing this. So I did check with Doug. Doug isn't available for the Germany game. So if you want to join a watch along, I will be doing one here live. Otherwise, it wouldn't be a point of doing a watch along if it wasn't live, would it? Germany versus Scotland on Friday night. And then on Sunday, it's the big one. Serbia versus England. We're going to be doing watch along for that as well. And I know Doug will join me on any that he can of the watch alongs. Come on, England. But yeah, Doug, thank you so very much, sir.
Yeah, very welcome. No, it's been a pleasure, and as always. And yeah, I can't wait for the tournament to begin.
I'm actually getting quite excited now.
I am as well.
Which is probably why you can see me from here upwards, which is probably just as well. But I'm not sure whether it's the Euros or the Viagra kicking in. It's one of the two, but I am getting excited. And you see, the thing for me with these is that, and I'm not saying it, but if England don't qualify out of these groups that they do nowadays, then basically whoever's manager wants to be taken out and be shot.
Yeah. No, I think Southgate should be looking to get out of this group, definitely. May I just say, actually, as well, just before I forget, get well soon, jockey Alan Hansen.
Yes. Yes,
very, very sad news came out yesterday that he's in hospital, very seriously ill. Liverpool legend, Scotland legend, obviously Liverpool captain as well. Obviously, thoughts go out to his family, and hopefully he makes a speedy recovery. Because I think when he was on Match of the Day, that was sort of when I started watching Match of the Day, when him and Gary Lineker were on there, and those two had a very good partnership. So, get well soon, jockey.
Yeah, I did mean to say to the girl, I completely forgot. But yes, totally. Send him all our best wishes as well. Few closing comments. Let's just have a look. Maisie's probably still saying it's orange. Hanson, yeah, indeed. Where are we here? Well said, Doug. Yes, indeed.
Thank you, Maisie.
It sometimes, it goes beyond football rivalry, doesn't it? When there's an illness.
Yeah, 100%. It's obviously the same with Kevin Campbell as well, who's not doing too well either. Obviously, Arsenal and Everton legend as well. So it's very, very sad when those kind of things happen. And as you say, they go far and beyond football, for sure.
Yeah. Maisie's asking, Chris and Doug, are you doing anything on Copa America? I'm not.
Probably not, to be honest with you. In fact, I don't really get any Copa America games on any channels through here. So, yeah, probably not likely.
And they're going to be on a completely silly time, aren't they? I'm guessing as well.
Yeah.
But no, I'm not. Well, Doug said he's not either. I didn't even know it was on, to be honest with you. There we go. Doug, thank you very much, sir.
A pleasure.
Dugout Football Channel, if you are watching via Leicester Till I Die, get over to Dugout Football Channel and give it a subscribe. And if you're watching on Dugout Football Channel, please come over to Leicester Till I Die and give us a subscribe as well. And whichever side you are watching it on, give it a tick. Give it a smash the likes. Look, because it says there, come on, England. I hope you don't come home too soon. And of course, if you do come home early, I wouldn't mention it at all.
I don't know about that.
Yes, I will. And you know I will, just as you would to us. But as we did the other night, let's see if we can do it again. Thank you everybody for watching. If you're watching this on catch up, add your comments and your thoughts and your predictions in the comments below on YouTube. And if you are listening via your favorite podcast platform, thank you for lending us your ears. All I've got to say is that it's good night from me.
It's good night from him.
Good night, guys.
Thanks for watching. These videos are tremendous. You better like them too, or I'll be back.
This podcast is proud to be part of the TalkSport Fan Network. TalkSport. Powered by fans.
That will conclude this evening's entertainment.